GLC, how you doing? It's me again, Gallifrey Madman, here to bring you some more race results from races that have been going on all week. So I'm going to do my absolute best here to give you what's going on and give you the results. I'm piecing it together by looking at screenshots and other race information from the website because I haven't been receiving reports. So hopefully somebody will get back onto reporting to me what's going on in these races, because I don't know if they just seem to forget that I don't participate. So like I said, hopefully we get that back underway. Till then, first race we had for the week was touring cars. Now, we went into touring cars in, I believe it was season 4. And while Ramey was doing a good job of holding back the pack for the first few weeks, he was not able to hold on to it. But from what I'm seeing off of the results for Tuesday night, Lucky Eddie came out top driver for the night. But it was real close. He almost didn't make it because right behind him, only 1 point shy of tying him, he had 25. The next two drivers both had 24. Greasy Wheel and Merlin Mal were both sitting there just within striking distance. They just missed it out. Mal, solid with a couple of second-place finishes, and then another fifth-place finish. Both Greasy and Lucky both won a race apiece. Lucky just had two other better races to combine his points and give him just that 1 point win for the night. But as far as the standings themselves, Greasy is still sitting on the top. And right behind him is Merlin Mal. Ramey knocked down the third spot. So, while impressive as it was for Ramey to be sitting there in the top spot, I'm still impressed he's still sitting up there in third place. I'm hoping for a good finish for Ramey. He's a great guy. He deserves it. Greasy's just a strong competitor. So he's going to bring it every time. And Mal's hit or miss sometimes, but I think Mal's got his game together. He's in the past he could go up or down, but I think he's been pretty consistent for quite a while now. So I think he's concentrated and he's going to do well. He's sitting in the second spot, so he's doing something right. Then, of course, we had on Wednesday, we had the F1, which Ewok covered. So if you want to go back and catch the action that happened there, just look for Ewok's video. He'll let you know what happened there. Now, Saturday. Now, we ran the Saturday Night League Season 5. It got put back a week because there was lag issues for the original running. So they had to postpone it for a week. So they just ran it last night. And without winning a single race the entire season, Woodle comes out on top as the Season 5 champion. That's just impressive. The guy never won a race the whole thing. He was just nice and consistent, sitting in the top 3 spots at all times, all season. That and Junior took his vacation. So thank you, Junior. But either way, that's impressive. Even with Junior taking a vacation, just for Woodle to just be sitting there to take the championship because he had just consistent top 3 finishes, most of the time top 2. It was just impressive. So not a lot of reporting to do there. It was the season finale championship race, and Woodle won. That just that just overshadows everything else. Woodle won the championship. Season over. Time to move on. Next week, of course, they'll be bringing you the GLC Cup, which will be a nice little hodgepodge mixed bag of racing, which the GLC Cups usually are. And good luck to everybody. But again, congratulations, Woodle. Good job, my friend. Time to open up that Woodle driving school so you can teach people how to win without winning. All right, moving on. We've got Sunday. Sunday. Well, we had a couple events going on Sunday. Forza was the first one going off, and they started the early GT season. I was kind of confused because the cars that are in there don't look like GT cars to me. They look like stock cars. So I don't know why they're considered early GTs. They don't look anything like GTs. So I don't know. That's Forza. But I was looking through some the race results, screenshots, and so forth. And what I'm seeing is, I guess they had a couple of races. Greasy Wheel was able to take one. I think he won the second race. The first race was by Nigel, but I believe Nigel wore out his welcome. He doesn't fit in well with GLC, so he's been asked to leave, or he left on his own. I don't know. All I know is Nigel was not fitting in, and too many people were complaining about him, his attitude, and his behavior on track. So Nigel is no longer with GLC. He can go off and be the best Forza racer ever, according to him, somewhere else. But he'll no longer be here. So without that, Greasy Wheel is your winner for the night on the early GTs because he had the best finishes, with also one of them being a win. Mal not showing too bad. Second race, he got a second position. Looks like they did the 24 hours of Daytona track. And Greasy driving that Ferrari BBLM. Again, not sure why they're called early GTs. As far as I know, they were stock cars, but because one of the cars that are in there is the Mercury Cougar. No. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't have the game anymore to look at anymore. So, but either way, the cars they're racing, there are good cars. I do have to admit it's a good selection of cars to be racing. That Ferrari BBLM was actually a good car in Forza. Very easy to handle, easy to tune. But again, Greasy looks like our main winner for the evening. Congratulations to him. And then, of course, our last event we had for the evening, Project Cars. Yes. If you've heard me and Ewok on our debut podcast, yes, we went a little overboard on our man love for Project Cars, but we just love the game so much. The game is that good, okay? The game is so good, we don't want to play any other game. So, yes, we had man love. Yes, we went a little overboard. We've tuned it back. So, hopefully, next episode, while, yes, you're going to hear talk about Project Cars because we have to, you hopefully won't hear as much. So, stay tuned next Friday for episode 2 of the GLC podcast. But as far as Project Cars event, we had the Group 5 Cup, which is the Group 5 is just a couple of cars in the game, the BMW 320 Turbo Group 5 and the Ford Capri Group 5 car. One person did race the Ford Capri, which I have no problem with. It's a decent car. I just chose the BMW myself, but Woodle was the only one driving the Capri, and he was a little tail happy on it. But other than that, he had a decent showing. Everybody else was in, of course, the BMW, and Junior won. Yes, you heard me right. Junior won the Group 5 Cup on Project Cars, which was the Nürburgring Nordschleife and GP combined. First time ever for an event on GLC was we used that track. I'm thinking people are going to want to see it on Forza because of just the difference in the games. I'd talk to Mal. Tell Mal you want to have a Nordschleife GP combined event or a cup on Forza. It's a lot of fun and a lot of grueling racing. Of course, we had Junior, of course, won it. I came in second. Drift Smokey, one of our new members and a very good driver, came in the third place only because he had to pit at the beginning of the last lap. But he did. He caught up pretty well because I stayed out on track and suffered a little bit more damage, slowed my car down a little. But he did come in for third. Ewok struts in for fourth place, only having 1 liter of fuel left. He almost ran out. But you made it, Ewok. You made it across the line. That's all that matters. And then, of course, we did have 2 other contestants popping in with Woodle coming in fifth place. Woodle did have to leave the event. His hand started cramping up and he could not race anymore, which, of course, he's a controller racer. The rest of us racing on wheel. And I don't know. I understand it's the, that constant thing, and with the Project Cars, there is a little bit more in-depth movement into it. So he did pretty well. I think he made the first 3 laps. We did 5 laps of it, and he did the first 3 laps, but he did end up with the hand cramping, and he could not continue. So instead of holding up anything else, he just bowed out graciously. And then, of course, before that happened, I believe somewhere in the second lap, Lucky Eddie was not so lucky. His Xbox reset on him and just took him out of the game. So, again, no luck for Lucky Eddie. But hopefully we'll see him back. Next week is the start of the Project Cars Season 2 with the Mercedes-Benz AMG C-Coupe DTM car, and that car is a dream to drive. So, for all of our winners, our champions, Woodle, congratulations to everybody. I hope everybody's had a good week. Again, stay tuned next Friday for our episode 2 of the GLC podcast. Wednesday, you should, Wednesday, not Wednesday. Hopefully Thursday, Ewok will have the F1 report out there for you. And then I'll be back next weekend. So until then, GLC, take it easy. I'll catch you on track.